Hello everyone, this is Mr. Review Card Review. Hello, welcome. As promised, another exquisite deck of playing cards. These are David Blaine Silver Spades, Silver Edition. This is going to be a long video, so if you haven't got time, make time, because these are worth it. I got these off eBay some months ago, and I got them for an absolute steal. I bought them used, only opened and looked at once apparently, and I got them for 12 quid, which to my mind is expensive for a used deck of playing cards. However, I have just looked today on JP Playing Cards, and they're out of stock at $24.99. And also, where else did I look? On eBay, £29.16 plus £11.90 postage because they're from America. 40 quid for a deck of cards. Do me a favour. I'm not sure if they're available on his website. Let's just quickly check. Probably not. Let's see if I can get on his bloody website. Shop at David Blaine. Here we go. Talk amongst yourselves. Black lines, black lines, black lines, black lines, black lines. Okay, well there are no silver spades on his website. So clearly you can't get them no more, and I'm not sure if you can get those David Blaine seconds anymore, the ones that I was oh, you can. They're still offering David Blaine seconds for a £5. So anyway, that's 2.5 minutes already, so guys, girls, sorry about that. So David Blaine, tuck box, plenty going on the tuck box. I'll just let you look at it. I'm not going to start talking about it. That's the one side, US Playing Card Company. I'm assuming it says split spades on the top. I'm not taking off that seal because it's quite a nice tuck seal. Silver edition on the back, and I'm thinking that's probably the back design. So again, I'll just let you look at that for a few seconds. As you know, unlike, I know I ramble a lot, but unlike other card reviewers, I'm not going to talk over the video while you guys can look at it. So the back design is basically the back design on the back of the deck. And again, as people know, I do keep my cellophane on, so the back design is exactly the same as that. If you feel a need to do card tricks where you want to hide a card on the back. So this is the back design. Very, very nice indeed. For those of you who may not be aware, the heart, the upside down heart anyway, is based on his initials, which is really clever, with a D and a B, which makes it look like a heart. So you're probably all aware of that, but I just thought I'd point it out anyway. Very nice, very, very nice. David Blaine cards are one of the best handling cards, in my opinion, that you can get. Check my review on the David Blaine seconds, because they're all pretty much exactly the same. Relatively slippy to begin with, not overly so. Thinnish feel in the stock, if I can get my hands out of the way. I don't know what they do. I think he must have his own, well, he must have his own finish, not necessarily the cut, but the type of card that he uses and the finish he uses, because they just last absolutely ages. This deck of the David Blaine seconds, this is still one of the first decks that I bought and opened from last year, and they still fan ridiculously well. I haven't used them much for a couple of months, I've let them just sit, but for a deck of cards at 12 months old, brilliant. So highly recommend David Blaine playing cards. Expensive for what they are now, 30 quid. I wouldn't pay that much for them because people know, sorry about the glare, people know my thoughts on the amount the playing cards cost. Okay, so on with the jokers. Two identical, I think. Two identical jokers. Again, very, very ingenious use of imagery. You know, looking from far away, it just looks like a weird ass joker. Taking it up close, you can see he's got David Blaine in the Joker's eyes. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And there's kind of like a little weird sheen to the cards as well. Yes, I said it'd be a long video, peeps. We're already on 6.5 minutes. The Ace of Spades is his, I think, fairly traditional Ace of Spades, but bigger. Got a lady on the front. Now, I've not used these cards. I might have shuffled them, or this could be the stack that he sends the cards in. I don't know what stack he uses. The rest of the cards are relatively standard. I'd say that the reds are a little bit darker, maybe, than a normal deck of bicycle cards. But the picture cards, very nice coloration. And I believe that his picture cards are drawings of people that he either knows or that are in the magic community. I don't know who they are. It's entirely up to you if you want to spend your time working out who they are, but they are all different. I mean, again, you know, you've probably seen these cards before, but I just thought I'd do them. King of Spades is normally somebody. I don't know if that's supposed to be David Blaine himself. Clearly that's not the same person. Don't know who they are. And that's a different Jack as well. So I've no idea who these people are. Really couldn't care less. But I just like the fact that they're not the same as normal. You get good old double backer, which is always good. And the only gaff card you get, which I personally think is the only gaff card you should have in a deck of cards, is a blank face card, because you can do whatever you want with it. So all in all, how close is this to the perfect deck of cards that I was talking about not so long ago with a couple of my viewers? John Harmon was one of them, and I did mention I was going to do the silver spades. In my personal opinion, this is the perfect deck of cards. Fantastic jokers, nice bold ace, picture cards different from the norm but not too different. All the number cards very recognisable. The back design absolutely stunning. The tuck box itself, some embossing on it. I'll go back to that. You do some embossing on the tuck box with the silver spade pit there, and being the back design is the same as the back design on there. So I have to say, now okay, you could say there could be a bit more in the tuck box, but I'm just talking about the cards themselves. I personally think, and I wish I had more decks of these, but due to the cost, these are certainly up there with Jack Sellers, because I really love the Jack Sellers. However, so do a lot of other people, and the Jack Sellers are the majority of people's favourite playing cards for good reason, because they are different. But these, to my mind, for if you can afford them, for an everyday use deck of cards, are probably my perfect deck of playing cards. So, nice little fan as well. Little bit of decoration on the fan. Beautiful, beautiful deck of cards. 10.5 minutes long, this video so far, but they are worth it. So there you go, folks. That is my review on what I feel is as close to the perfect deck of cards that you could wish for. What else would I want? What else would I improve? I really don't know. Maybe, and only a maybe, the club pip would be a slightly different design, because I like the slightly thinner club pip. But other than that, this is an astonishingly good deck of cards. If you haven't got them, I would highly recommend that you get them. The only problem is they are a little bit expensive. But to have a pack of these in your collection, I think is a must for any serious collector. I put these up there with the Jack Sellers, and I don't say that lightly. David Blaine, split spades. This is the only edition I've got, the silver edition. I believe there are other editions as well, but I'm guessing they're just going to be different colours. So, one of my favourite decks of cards that I own, if not my favourite. Thank you all for watching. Take care. I'll see you all next time with something that is not going to be anywhere near as good as these. Well, there you go, folks.